Hello everyone and welcome to Sanctum TV. Today we're talking about Kingdom Hearts 3 and how Brave could be in Kingdom Hearts 3. Now hopefully, I'm hoping that it will be in. I loved the film and I think it'd be a really good addition to the Kingdom Hearts universe. It's one of those Disney films which is so immersive in terms of fighting, which is why I think it could work so well with it. For example, Tron had quite an aggressive atmosphere in comparison to Snow White, and that's why I kind of think that Tron worked quite well. I know that the Disney princess worlds are quite popular, which is why Brave is also fitting into that category, because she is a Disney princess. So I think as a Disney world, it makes sense. So one place that I think we could see in the world, in the map of Brave, would be the throne room. But not just the throne room, I think all the rooms surrounding the throne room. So you go up the stairs and there's the room with the tapestry, and downstairs and there's the kitchen. So I think the whole inside of the castle place you can explore. So I think the throne room, just like in Disney Castle, would be quite an open space where you'd see Heartless and Nobodies pop out. And I think it'd be a really easy place for them to include that. Yeah, so like I say, the grounds in the courtyard and around the castle, I think that's all quite likely a place where you'll be able to travel. So across the bridge there, and the bridge would be where the next zone starts, if you will, and through the doors you would get another set of area where new Heartless Nobodies would appear, and you can explore all this space around. I think that would be a really good thing for them to do. It might not be so likely that you'll be able to go all the way around the castle, but I think it'd be an interesting thing if Square and Disney decided to include that. So in the film we see they have a competition in a big open field, so I think this is very likely to be included. I think it'll be somewhere where you travel from the castle to the forest. You have to go through the big open area, and I think it'd be so easy for them to include a big open area, and I think it would work quite well in Kingdom Hearts 3, having a big area where there's a boss or there's big battles. Because boss fights where they're a big open area are a lot more enjoyable, I found, than the ones in enclosed spaces, although the one in enclosed spaces were more tricky, which kind of made it more of a challenge. But I think open spaces are nicer, especially if this is an early world where the level's quite easy. I think it'd be quite good to be able to have a big open space to roam around in. So at the beginning of the film you see Merida climb to the firefalls. We've seen a lot more like free running in Kingdom Hearts from the trailer, so I feel like this could be included, like climbing up to the firefalls and climbing around the area. I think that would be a good thing for them to include. The forest. A lot of the film is in the forest, following the wisps or going to the witch's cottage, so I think it would make sense for them to include this. And the stone circle, I think the stone circle will be at the very centre of the map. I think it's it's one of the most important places in the film, where the final battle is, which again kind of makes me think maybe the final battle will be there again. But it's a really exciting place for them to be able to include, because it's one of those places in the film where you just suddenly appear next to the witch's cottage, or wherever you run around you end up back there. So that's why I think it would make sense for it to be in the middle of the map. The witch's cottage, outside and inside, I think you will be able to roam around the whole area, and I think inside would be quite interesting. I definitely think you'll be able to go inside, and I think inside will probably be a save point, just like the tapestry room. I think both the tapestry room and inside the witch's castle would be places where you would have a save point. So there's a few places I didn't include. For example, the sea and the docks. I think that's also a likely place where you'd be able to go. They haven't seen anything using the sea yet in Kingdom Hearts 3, but I think it would be quite an interesting place to go in order to like jump on the boats, sail out. I think it'd be really new dynamic they do, but I feel like it's unlikely, so I didn't include it. And I also feel that they'll try and keep the Brave map quite open, but quite well connected. So big zones that you can travel to, but it'd be quite open within those zones. So I think the docks might be pushing that a bit too far, maybe a bit too open, going out on the sea and everything. But I think it'd be interesting to see what they do with the Brave World, if they do a Brave World. I'm not saying that it's certain that they will, but I hope they do. And when I did a poll on my Google Plus, lots of people seemed interested in having a Brave World. I did a poll between which one would people prefer, Brave or Frozen, and Brave won. So I think it'd be interesting if they were to do something like the Brave World, in using a lot of drawing a lot from the film itself. And yeah, so thanks for tuning in today. Please let me know in the comments down below what you think, what places you think will be included. Maybe you disagree with some of the places that I think will be included. Please let me know in the comments below, and thank you for watching. Yeah.